Hey again, this will be Rundlii Gaming. We'll be doing a couple more videos here of running on the Paladin again. As I mentioned previously in one of the other videos, we were trying to aim for level 10, so hopefully in this video we'll hit level 10 as part of one of our quests. And so let's go ahead and find us another opponent here. So the queue time is about 8 to 13 seconds, so hopefully we should find someone pretty quickly here. One of these days. So thus far, my personal opinion of this game, the several games that I've played thus far with it, is it does feel a little bit kind of like Magic the Gathering in a sense. Magic, of course, the defender usually gets to choose where the damage goes. So there are obviously a few differences here. We're going to need to get rid of some of these high mana cost stuff. Just be on a safe side, we're going to replace all three of those. Well, that should be a very unusual hint.
I don't have enough mana.
Right. Let's go ahead and burn. Though it might feel a little bit like a waste, but we'll go ahead and burn that in order to get our card.
Job done.
And we'll go ahead and start our turn. So we'll probably just go ahead and use our Murloc in order to take out his Raptor. Because again, it's about tempo. And if we can drop, his 3 attack with only our 2, we're kind of doing a little better than
Oh, if you're sure.
Don't mess with Tusker.
Alright, so we're going to be at 3 mana. I normally would want to drop my raid leader, but if I did that, he's just going to kill him. So probably our next best thing will be to just go ahead and keep attacking his leader. Hopefully what will happen is he'll just keep attacking us with his creatures. Most likely he'll probably remove ours. It seems to be the general way that most people seem to play on here, is to kill as many creatures as possible. So at this point, we can actually put some of these consecrations to use. So, because again, this is going to take out 3. And then we'll probably use our little soldier here to take on that guy. Because again, it'll be about tempo. If I can use one of my attacks to take out 3 of his, then we're getting somewhere. Whereas if I just threw her at him, it's going to end up being 2 damage. So he'll just kill mine and I won't do anything to his. But if he starts spamming more creatures again, we have a second consecration, which will be useful. So, let's see here. So we can drop him. That'll put more tokens on the battlefield. That will put more tokens on the battlefield. So we have a 3. Yeah, we'll drop him, because then we can at least do our main ability as well. So we're going to take 9 damage next round, which will hurt just a little bit.
must attack that minion with taunt.
Oh, if you're sure.
I guess we'll have to lose one here.
Job done.
However, next round we can drop a raid leader and in turn kill the bird with one of our creatures. So hopefully we should get a little bit more progress here. So at this point now we can just take it out with us.
I hope you like my invention.
Alright, so we have 6 here. So we're going to drop another guy.
Reporting for duty.
It might be good if we consecrate again.
Job done.
He can still do 5 possible damage, but I don't think he's going to want to take out our main person here. So he'll probably go for my general. If he did, I think it'd be a bad move on his part. Though he may also have a means of taking things out and taking it out in his hand as well.
Tazdingo! Yes!
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
That's 2 of them that we need. We'll use him to take care of that.
Handle it!
We're going to use this to take out his 2 people here. Well, actually, we need to take out his leader on his side, which unfortunately will probably cause a little bit of problems on our side.
I must attack that minion with taunt. The battle!
It's not as productive of a turn as I would have liked, so that may have costed us a little bit. So he can still do 8 damage to us, and then he has his
Get behind me.
Well played.
Yep, so it looks like that is going to be the end of that one. Because all we could have did was taken out one of the shields, the other shield guy. The only way I could have actually taken him out that round would be the weapon, but in attacking his guy, I would kill myself in the process, so... So it does happen sometimes. I haven't lost too many games yet, but we're going to go ahead and play another.
Uther versus Rexa!
Had to deal with another hunter here.
I will fight with honor.
I don't think we necessarily need this weapon yet. We do need a creature. Almost think we could probably get rid of Divine as well, in hopes of pulling at least a creature. There we go. Really wasn't a good starting hand, but it will definitely have to do.
I hope you like my invention.
That'll draw us a card.
Job's done.
I'd really love to do the Blessed Champion with something else, like Blessed Champion with Blessing of Might, and then just smash them with... Yeah, so this might be a little bit of a waste, but probably should get rid of that bear.
Oh, if you're sure.
Job's done. Reporting for duty.
Alright, so let's see here. So probably we'll grab our charge guy. And her. So she has a little bit of survivability because if they want to kill her, they're gonna have to run in and take 3 damage in the process.
The battle.
So we're gonna go ahead and hit at the general a little bit further.
Tazdingo. Yes.
Alright, so we're at 5. Let's go ahead and try to draw another
I
card.
hope you like my invention.
Don't
And we'll drop a 4. So either I could try it, because I definitely need to take him out, so I may just go ahead and charge each of them at him.
The battle. Job done.
Get behind me.
So probably Consecrate may be kind of painful one to use right now. I think this is the best chance to basically keep our board presence, whereas still being able to not lose all of our creatures here. Now he does have some targeted ability, so he may still be able to kill everything with just cards in his hand. But again, hopefully we can kind of force that a little bit. So if we wanted to take each of these out, we have the 2/1s and our haste person here. And that would actually clear his side of the board. We'll still be able to do 2 points of damage. But we'll go ahead and drop something else, that way we have more creatures out for next round. So let's go and clear him. Take out the board. And lastly, we use our elf here. Then we'll do our 2 points of damage.
Job's done.
And the next turn, if we don't draw anything better, we can still drop him for 5 and then play our ability here. That guy is pretty good though. Whenever you summon a beast, you draw a card. And at 2 mana, it's not too expensive, so... Alright, so that 4 I can basically use to take out his bird there. Because you really don't want to give people a card engine on here. And unfortunately, being that it seems like he's running mostly a beast deck, it seems to basically be a nice little engine for just drawing tons of cards as long as he's playing creatures.
Reporting for duty.
Suck steel, swine.
At this point, we'll continue beating him to death. And so far, it looks like we're going to be able to do 9 damage. But we can also double one of them for another 4 damage, will bring us to 13. Which unfortunately, he knocked out that bit there. Drop another reinforcement.
Reporting for duty.
We'll drop another charger. And I feel that would be a waste right now if we try to do that on... use that on one of our people here, so... I'll probably avoid that for now and just keep hitting him. If we had like a 3-1 charge, then maybe that might be a little more, because at least we'll get 3 damage out of the 5 mana. But as of right now, we're only getting 2, so it's just really bad cost to benefit ratio there. And since we're almost already capped off with mana, we should be able to play it pretty much regardless of what we draw. Well, that'll give us 2 more damage. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Reporting for duty.
Well, we will just keep swinging.
The battle! The battle!
In fact, let's go ahead and consecrate. It's not going to kill any of his creatures, but what it does do is it does hit his general as well. And since it hits his general, he has to knock us down to where we're not doing more than 4 damage. What he doesn't know, though, is that we also have the ability to double one of our creatures, so he should be able to kill 2 of our creatures, which will be our 2s.
I've got a huge gun!
With thus far, we're going to be 1 short still, but this one also has the ability to charge as well. Which is pretty much what we needed. We just needed some means of flying through with a little bit more damage. So. We did make it to level 10, which is good. So we completed another one of our quests, because basically the game gives you a couple quests to do every so often. Like I was supposed to do 100 points of damage to my enemies, which allowed me to get 1 thing. And then I've completed all the cards that I'm going to get with my Paladin, which I don't know if there's another set afterwards that you get later, but this is what I just managed to get just now, so... Alright, so let's go ahead and open another pack, and we'll see what we get here. So, got another Paladin card. When your opponent plays a minion, reduce its health to 1. That'll be pretty useful for... That seems like it could be pretty useful, since a lot of my creatures are usually pretty small. That one is stealth. Which I'm not... See, it can't be attacked or targeted until it deals damage. Which actually would be pretty useful. Deals 5 damage, restore 5 health to your hero. Put 2 random demons from your deck into your hand. So basically it's more or less a tutor for magic. You can basically search your... Which is still pretty useful. It's fairly cheap mana-wise, and it allows you to basically pull 2 cards, so... And it's 2 that you want to choose. So, let's go ahead and play one more round here. I don't think I'm going to change my deck yet. That one card is still pretty good, but I'll probably wait until I get a little bit more before I go modifying the deck much more. Because basically the goal of the decks currently was to just have a cheap mana, you throw the creatures out, and then you buff them. And so mostly that's what it's been doing, and it's been doing pretty well at doing that, so...
Uther versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I will fight with honor.
So we have a Divine Shield. I may or may not regret this. Come on, something cheap. That's a creature. Yeah, still not too bad.
Hello.
We'll go ahead and end our turn. Because the earliest we can do anything is we can use our main ability to drop a reinforcement. The reinforcement is pretty much the first thing we can do that'll actually be of any actual use. And that guy's going to be much later game, but he's still good to get.
Reporting for duty.
Because hopefully, if anything, he will draw a little bit of fire, and worst case, he will just get fireballed. And then we'll go on a few more turns until I can actually lay something of use. So that basically stalled us a turn. I'll drop this so I can draw a card. Yay, we get a charger. So we'll go ahead and run through. At this point, he can only fireball one of them, so we're still going to have a little bit of board presence. If we wanted to, we could very easily throw one of these bigger creatures pretty soon. Because probably the next thing I may try to drop is a Scarlet Crusader. Well, I guess that could cause problems. Well, it's still just going to... Then he's going to fireball the other. Let's go ahead and drop our Scarlet Crusader. Because a good thing I think that I like about Scarlet Crusader is the fact that it does make you burn cards on it if you want to actually answer it. Like in this case, he burned 4 mana to take up my 3 mana. Because it definitely seems like he is trying to make sure that we don't play anything that's going to cause him too much problem.
Job's done.
But gradually, our creatures are going to become bigger and better, and at some point we'll get him. Because he can go 1-for-1 with my reinforcements with his fireball. But at least we have other options as well. Let's go ahead and Divine Shield him. So we're going to have to make sure that he definitely tries to get an answer for this. Because if he doesn't...
Handle it!
But at the same time, the Raid Leader is another one that you really want to deal with as quickly as possible. You're probably going to want to take care of both of them in this one.
Job's done. I've got a huge card.
Let's see here. I can see this being a slight waste of a Consecrate. But as sad as it is, that may be one of our best options here. So we're probably going to just Consecrate. That'll keep our Raid Leader alive. And then I could still drop a couple creatures here.
Reporting for duty.
Because since he has charge, he can still go through and attack.
Hit it very hard. Reporting for duty. Handle it!
There's still a good chance he could still nuke a few of our things here. If he doesn't, he's going to take 6 damage, which is going to hurt.
My shield.
Do you need a blessing?
One shot, one kill.
Behold the might of Stormwind! Reporting for duty. Hit it very hard. I must attack that minion with taunt.
Let's see here.
Hit it very hard.
I may as well rush through even though it's not.
Job's done.
Oh, had a Divine Shield. Alright, so it no longer has a Divine Shield. So if he does go through and attack my champion here, he will lose his own, which is...
Behold the might of Stormwind!
So we do need to get rid of him.
I wonder. For the Alliance! The battle!
Well, I did misplay that slightly. Probably should have
Reporting
attacked
for
first.
duty. For justice!
It is what it is, but I think that also costed me the game. So,
The battle!
because if he has a way to buff any of his people,
Job's done.
I must move quickly.
which he does, actually, he's going to do 11 points of damage with his creatures and 1 with his fireball, which will end the game at that point.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Yeah, so he beat me pretty bad on that end there. I think a little bit was due to my misplay there. But either or, I do hope you enjoyed watching the video, and we'll have several more on the channel over the course of time. So just stay tuned, and you'll see more videos posted. Thank you. You have a good night.